Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you are having a beautiful and blessed day celebrating Jesus. It's been 12 days since our first egg, which was on Wednesday the 24th. All of our videos are on our Facebook and YouTube page. Today is our final egg, but let's do a review of all the eggs. The blue egg had a donkey. The light pink egg had 3 coins. The light purple egg had a cup. The orange egg had praying hands. The green egg had a whip. The light yellow egg had a rooster. The light orange egg had a crown of thorns. The light green egg had the shapes of 3 nails made to create a cross. The purple egg had a spear. The light blue egg had a piece of cloth, and the pink egg had a stone. Well, boys and girls, this is our last egg. It's white. I have no idea what it might be. Hopefully, you can figure it out by listening to today's scripture. Matthew 28, 5-6 says, "The angel said to the women, 'Don't be afraid. I know you are looking for Jesus, who was nailed to a cross. He isn't here. God has raised him to life, just as Jesus said he would. Come, see the place where his body was lying.' Let's open our last egg." What? There's nothing in it. Oh, I understand. It's empty because the tomb where Jesus was placed was empty too. Jesus was no longer dead but alive. Now, let's read about Benjamin. I wonder if he was there to see the empty grave. Early the next morning, Benjamin went to the market for his mother. He used to enjoy the crowds in the city, but now they only reminded him of how everyone had turned against Jesus. He shuffled along without looking up. "It's a miracle!" shrieked a girl. Benjamin stopped in his tracks and listened. "Jesus has risen from the dead. The stone's been moved." Benjamin turned and ran from the market and up toward the tomb. Could it possibly be? Could Jesus have risen from the grave? In his heart, he believed it could be. It must be. He ran even faster. Sure enough, the stone was rolled away. He fell to his knees and thanked God. When he stood, he picked up a sharp piece of broken rock. It must have crumbled from the huge stone. With a joyful heart, he marched back down to town. Jesus was alive. In the market, he met a woman who was a friend of Jesus. "I know the good news," he said. "Jesus is alive." "Yes," she smiled. "It's as the prophet said. On the 3rd day, he'll rise. Some of us have even seen him." Benjamin ran home and told his parents. He placed the stone in the box. What a treasure he had now! During the next few days, Benjamin and Eli listened as the disciples shared about how Jesus had appeared to them in various places. Jesus said that all this came to pass just so forgiveness could be preached to all nations, beginning right here in Jerusalem, explained a disciple. He said that Jesus saw all these things. Now we can go out to tell others the good news of his forgiveness. Benjamin smiled. Now he understood that Jesus had forgiven him too, and he wanted to share the good news as well. He ran home and got his treasure box and went out into the streets and gathered all of his friends. "Inside this box," he explained, "is a great treasure." The children drew closer and listened with excitement. One by one, Benjamin took each item out. He explained how he got it and what it all meant. "And so you see," he said, as he closed the box and looked into their faces, "the treasure is really Jesus. Because of what Jesus did on the cross, we can all be forgiven by God the Father." They all cheered and begged him to tell the story again. That night, Benjamin opened his box one more time before he went to bed. He examined each item, handling them all with love and care. Finally, he placed the last one back in the box. Then he knelt and prayed. "Dear God, thank you for letting me find all these special treasures. But most of all, I thank you for sending me the greatest treasure of all. Thank you for sending Jesus, and help me to be a good servant for him. Help me to tell everyone I know about the good news." Brings us to the end of Benjamin's story and our resurrection eggs. Thank you so much for spending the last week with me and Cassie. Finally, I'd be very grateful if you would like, comment, subscribe, and share this and all of the videos in this series. May you all be richly blessed in all that you do.